Hello, class. Today we're going to talk about the three simple verb tenses. The first verb tense we're going to learn about is simple present tense. Now, we use simple present tense for two different situations. The first is something that happens right now. For example, I teach class, or James walks to the park. Now, make sure you're using your proper subject-verb agreement when you're doing your verbs. Now, the other time we use simple present tense is to talk about what's called regular or habitual behavior, things that happen on a regular basis. They happen in the past, they happen right now, and they also happen in the future. For example, I brush my teeth every day. Today I brushed my teeth. Yesterday I brushed my teeth. Last week I brushed my teeth. Tomorrow I'll brush my teeth. Next week I'll brush my teeth. I brush my teeth every day. Or Nancy visits her grandma once a month. Last month, September, she visited her grandmother. This month, October, she visits her grandmother. Next month, November, she will visit her grandmother. Nancy visits her grandma once a month. Now, a way to figure out what time it is by looking at her time words. I brush my teeth every day. Or Nancy visits her grandma once a month. Look for your time words to tell you how often the behavior is happening. Now, when you're using the helping verb do or does, you always use the base form of the verb. You do not add s. So looking here, we say, does Ryan walk to school? Now, even though Ryan is he, and normally that verb has an s, here there's no s because we're using the helping verb does. So we don't say, does Ryan walks to school? We say, does Ryan walk to school? Now, when you do not use do or does, you use your regular subject-verb agreement. Yes, he walks to school every day. But again, if you use do or does, even though it's he, you still do not use the s. He does not walk to school every day. The next verb tense we're going to look at is simple past tense. Simple past tense is an event that started in the past and finished in the past. So, for example, I played basketball yesterday. Again, look at your time words to help give you a clue on when we're talking about. Here, I see yesterday. I played basketball yesterday. Or Nancy watched TV last week. Now, in past tense, we have regular and irregular verbs. For regular verbs, you're just going to add ed at the end of the verb. I played basketball yesterday, or Nancy watched TV last week. For irregular verbs have their own special spelling. There are no rules. For example, the past tense of the verb go is went. So I would say they went to Six Flags last week. Went is an irregular verb. The past tense went. Again, look at your time words to tell you when it's taking place. They went to Six Flags when? Last year. Now, when using the helping verb did, you use the base form. You do not add ed. So, for example, did Stephen play soccer last week? Even though we're talking about last week, we use the base form play, no ed. Yes, he played soccer last week. Again, we're talking about past tense, so we use ed. Or No, he didn't play, because we use the helping verb did. We use the base form of the verb, no ed. Our last verb tense we're going to look at is simple future tense. Simple future tense are events that will take place in the future and end in the future. So, for example, when we use future tense, many times we'll use will plus the base form of the verb. I will play basketball tomorrow. Again, look at your time words to tell you when the event is going to take place. Here I see tomorrow, I will play basketball tomorrow. Or Nancy will fly to Japan next month. Even though Nancy is she, we do not add the S, because when we use the helping verb will, we just use the base form of the verb. Nancy will fly to Japan next month. Or they will visit their family in Christmas. Again, look at your time words to let you know when the event is going to take place. Now, again, when you're using will, you use the base form of the verb. You do not add S. So, for example, will Ryan eat dinner tonight? Again, Ryan is he, but we do not add S. Yes, he will eat dinner tonight, or no, he won't eat dinner tonight. Again, anytime you use will, you use the base form of the verb, no S or ED.